I go to battle for you every day to combat the nonsense in the mainstream media. They're more interested in sound bites and sensationalism. I'm interested in the truth and being your consumer advocate. My ultimate goal is to help you win in any marketplace, and I'm bringing an edge in the real estate and financial game. My name is Craig Sowing, and this is the American Dream.
All right, welcome back to the show. As a reminder, go to my website if you have any questions today. We're talking a lot about real estate, finance, the mortgage environment. There's our website right there on your screen. You can follow us on social media, but the most important thing is that contact form. If you send me a message, it comes directly to me. I don't care what it's about. Anything on that financial wheel, we have the elite team that can help you. We've worked really hard to build it, and in 2014, we helped thousands of people and not one negative complaint. So it's a great resource. Bookmark it, reach out anytime. Let's take a look at one of the emails we got this past week. Craig, who do you recommend for a CPA? Well, it's a good time for that. April 15th just passed us. You know, there's a lot of great CPAs out there. I'm going to take this a step further. There's a difference between a CPA and a tax planner, right? A CPA can shuffle your paperwork and they can tell you if you're getting a refund or you owe some money. By the way, if you get a refund, that's not even necessarily a good thing. That means the government's held on to your money. I'm not going to confuse you there, but a tax plan. Now, a tax plan is a whole different ballgame. It's looking at your businesses, your S Corp, LLC, C Corp, or even if you're W-2'd and maybe you earn a commission, don't pay more than you have to. It's not about what you make, it's about what you keep. So I like having a tax architect like Doug Jennings. He's who has helped me, he's helped many of our viewers and our listeners. So that's who I recommend. There's some other great ones out there, but Doug Jennings is the guy. JenningsTaxLaw.com is his website. But thank you for visiting me online and asking your question. I hope more people today that are watching right now reach out. I'm sure you have questions, whether it's opportunities in the market or the solutions. You're facing challenges. We can help you with that. All right, so we've already gotten a little bit to the real estate market so far today. We've talked about the metro market, the luxury market. We're going to go up north. This guy, he was on the radio show this past Tuesday. He is our elite realtor out of the 92130 zip code, Carmel Valley. I will say this, outside of that zip code, there's a lot of great realtors out there. There really is only one, number one. Kurt Wannebo continues to dominate the market. The Wall Street Journal has ranked him number one in our marketplace for multiple years. Here he is in studio to help us understand what's going on with the real estate market up in North County. Kurt, good to have you on the show.
Craig, thank you for having me on the show once again. Today I have a very special guest. I'm very excited for him to be here. His name is Frisco White. He is actually the chairman for the Carmel Valley Planning Board and has been so for the past 14 years. Prior to that, he was actually the commissioner on the San Diego Planning.
Yes, it was.
Pardon me?
Yes.
Yeah, on the San Diego Planning Commission, and he is also the lead design partner for Westberg and White. And he's had a hand in developing Carmel Valley since the very beginning, and has developed a lot of properties. So Frisco, thank you very much for coming in
thank you
and
as well
having me on
too.
the show. So Frisco, tell me exactly, what is the Carmel Valley Planning Committee?
Well, you know, the city of San Diego has the general plan and community plans, and so the Carmel Valley Community Planning Board is a group of volunteer citizens, including residents and also business people. And what we do is we take a look at all the community plans, and we also help govern the city on this growth and development in Carmel Valley.
Okay, so how does it and further represent the community? What are some of the things that you guys do on the planning board?
Well, we take a look at development projects that are being processed through the city. We take a look at all the environmental documents for those projects, and we critique and ask for comments to be made on environmental documents. And we also ask the developers to make changes so that we will support a project, or we'll talk to the city and have certain requirements that we have asked for that project in order to implement the development.
And it's not required for them to go through you?
It's not required, but it's highly recommended to get support of the planning board before you go to the planning commission or city council, so that they know that the planning people in the community are supporting a particular project.
Okay, so what are some of the boundaries of the planning board in the areas that you represent?
Our boundary goes all the way up to Villa de la Valle, and south of 56 to the Penasquitos Canyon, west to 5, and east, including Rancho Santa Fe, just before the Rancho Santa Fe border, which includes Pacific Highlands Ranch, which is the new development area of Carmel Valley.
Okay. All right, so that's a pretty wide an area, so I'd imagine you guys are pretty busy right now.
We're pretty busy. You know, Carmel Valley itself is around 35,000 people, and PHR, we anticipate about 15,000, so we could be a mini little city to ourselves.
Okay. Are there any interesting new projects that are actually going on right now?
Well, right now, a really nice project is the village at Pacific Highlands Ranch. It's a 500,000 square foot mixed-use project, including retail and residential. There's around 330 residential units and around 100 and something thousand of retail space. And it just recently opened up, and the big opening was Trader Joe's. And,
We actually have a photo of it here.
that's the Carmel Valley area.
Right.
And Trader Joe's was instrumental in getting that project approved because we needed a shopping center with a retail component and also a store in Pacific Highlands Ranch.
This is a brand new development where a lot of homes have been built just in the past couple of years alone, and they didn't necessarily have their own shopping center to go to.
They did not. They were always coming down to our shopping center in Carmel Valley, and so we sort of wanted, you need your own shopping center, so stay on your side of the street. So,
So what are some of the stores and amenities that are going to be going in there?
I brought a list.
Okay.
Trader Joe's just opened up, and my wife has already shopped there a couple times already. And we're going to have a Rite Aid grocery store next to that. And we have Panera's Bread, which recently opened up. And of course, Starbucks is there at the shopping center as well. And we're going to have Wells Fargo and Baked Bear, which I think is started by some Torrey Pines High School students. And it's custom ice cream cookies.
I'm actually very familiar with the Baked Bear. You go in, you pick a couple cookies, you pick your own ice cream, and they squish it together and make a sandwich for you.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. Is there still a space available for
There's still
stores?
plenty of space. There's 2 or 3 more restaurants I think they're anticipating. A couple more boutique stores are anticipated for the shopping center as well too.
Okay. So what do you see as the future vision for the Carmel Valley Planning Board?
Right now, Carmel Valley is pretty much built out, and PHR will be built out in about 5 or 10 years. And so what I see that the group needs to concentrate on now is getting public transportation in Carmel Valley. Mm-hmm. As you know, we have the coaster in Sorrento Valley.
Right.
And I would love to take that, go downtown to my office because the red train stops right behind my building in Mission Brewery. But once I get in my car to go down to the coaster stop, I may as well go all the way. So it'd be great to have public transportation coming into the heart of Carmel Valley because we have an employment center here, we have residential, we have retail, and so to travel down to downtown would be great for public transportation.
Any whispers or plans of public transportation
Well,
stuff, coming down the pipeline?
Right now, the plan is to upgrade the interchanges at 5 and 56. Mm-hmm. And one of the projects recently approved by the City Council, which is One Paseo, one of the components of that is to try and bring public transportation into Carmel Valley, but maybe many, many years before we get public transportation in the heart of Carmel Valley.
Okay. Well, Frisco, I had one last favor to ask of you, and that is this. Craig, if you recall, I was on the show a couple of months ago, and one of the things that I announced during that show was the fact that I was having a contest, and I was celebrating the fact that we were the #1 agent and team in the 92130 zip code. So what we did is we had a contest where we are giving away a free listing where we are going to list somebody's home for free. I'll tell you, our video that we created off of that had probably 2,000 views, and we had about 30-something entries into the contest. And so today I'm going to be revealing who the winner is, but I'm going to ask if Frisco would be willing to actually choose the winner of the contest. We have a bowl here, and we have about 30-something property addresses in here. And so if you would do me the honor and just pick one of those out of there, and from there go ahead and read the address that's on there.
It's 4296 Corte Favor.
Corte Favor? Favor?
Favor.
All right, 4296 Corte Favor in San Diego 92130. So I don't know who that is, but we will be getting in touch with them and letting them know.
We know where you live.
We do know where they live, and we have them in our database.
It's not my address, so.
So Frisco, I wanted to thank you once again for coming on the show. If anybody has any questions for him or wants to contact him directly, they can go to arch.com, which is his architectural firm and website, and you can get some information from him there. And again, Frisco, thank you so much for coming on the show.
So, Kurt, there's 30 people that put their name into that hat?
That's correct.
Why would anyone want to move out of Carmel Valley? You just talked about all the cool stuff happening there.
Well, you know, it's an interesting demographic where there's homes all the way from $300,000 condos to $14 million luxury properties. So it's very common that a lot of my clients are somebody that are moving up to a larger home or downsizing from there. So many of my clients are people who actually stay in the area. They just move from different size homes because it is so desirable because of the schools and amenities that are being built.
Yeah, it's an amazing area, and you're leading the way there. If you're looking to buy or sell in the Carmel Valley area, Kurt Wannebo is truly the guy. And I also want to, we talked about your listing giveaway here on the radio show this week. It's very important that people understand that there's no gimmick attached to that. You guys are doing so well in that marketplace that you are truly going to market their property and all the things that you do at no cost. I want to remind people that you are also #1 in that zip code for the sales to price ratio. What that means is even if you're one of the other 29 people who are looking to sell your property, Kurt exceeds what is normal market sales price for properties anyway. So whether he had to waive a commission or not, I can tell you, you're going to get more bang for your buck listing your property through Kurt than you could anywhere else. He's proven it time and time again. They can track this stuff. He's #1 in that marketplace. So great gift to the person that won, but the other 29, I'm glad you put your hat in the ring. He's still the guy to use.
Well, it's interesting, Craig, as I told you, about 2,000 people watched the video, but we only had about 32 people entry, and the #1 thing people were asking me is this real? So I definitely wanted to come on the show, live TV, to announce the winner, and we are going to have a very strong follow-up campaign documenting the process and who the person is and the experience they had with us selling their home. So there will be more to come.
Awesome. Well, great segment. Thank you, Frisco, for letting us know what's happening in that part of town. Kurt, always thank you for being a leader in the real estate industry. Again, there's only one #1. You can visit Kurt at brokerkurt.com. In fact, I'm going to make Kurt stick around. We're going to do the first thing, something we've never done before here on the American Dream. You see a lot of these top producing realtors representing different micro markets, but I'm going to pit them against each other coming up in the next segment. We're going to debate some of the hot topics. We're going to talk about the other 17,000 real estate licenses and how they are not necessarily doing you right when they go to list your property and really just giving commission-based advice. So we're going to bring in the best. We're going to have a round table. It's going to be a great finish to the American Dream. Make sure you stick around here in just a moment.